Constant Post. Working with God, working with God, working with the Most High, working with Yah. See, in the biblical story of Abraham and Sarah, you have Sarah being a loyal woman to her husband. So much so that when Egypt was the number one dominant kingdom at the time, the king of Egypt wanted Sarah, and Sarah rejected the king of Egypt to move with a man that was moving around. Abraham did not have a permanent place at the time. Okay? The man had a woman that he could fall asleep and know that no king could touch her. Let me say it again. The man had a woman and could fall asleep in a tent knowing that no king could touch her. And this happened on more than one occasion. And this woman was past the age of 70, past the age of 80. She was that beautiful. So it's not like she was not pretty, she was ugly, only beautiful in the eyes of Abraham. No, she was a beautiful woman. She was desirable, and she was faithful and loyal to Abraham. You know why she was able to do that? Because she was working with Yah, working with God, working with the Most High. It's a choice. When women make the choice of working with the Most High, being plugged into the mission of what their purpose is. Because life is very simplistic, really. We think about, I want a car, I want a Mercedes Benz, I want a mansion, I want this and that. When it comes back to when you got your shelter, when you get your provisions and everything else, really satisfaction should be easy. Now we know it's not the case, because in the Garden of Eden, they had everything, but the woman was not pleased, was not fully satisfied. But I've come to learn in the scriptures that when women were plugged in with this idea of working with the Most High, when they desired to be used by the Most High, they were the better character. But in the absence of that power, women are now, they're working with Satan, they're working with the devil now. Because society is engineered by the devil. Why you think Hollywood has got this grooming sessions of young people? You see all these Nickelodeon things, symbolisms and everything else. So when a young lady to womanhood is growing up and trying to function as a female, she's not working with God. That has to be a very tedious process, plugged in, purposely done to work with Yah, to work with the Most High. But very few women can plug into that. A lot of women play that role. They use like a role on. They pretend. That's why the church, most pastors is pimps, let's be honest. So a lot of women play that role because they know that men will look at them in a different light. That's why they say a hoe's fine form is a religious woman, because they know that gets them credits, gets them the points. They're looked at in a certain way, in a certain positive light. But when a woman is, and this is what we're seeking as men, and that's why if you look at the Proverbs 31 woman, there are very few women like that. Very extremely few, because a lot of women giving into they're giving into their vanity. A lot of women are giving into their materialism. A lot of women are giving into the whole independent thing. But when a woman is in her feminine, in a true power, it's where she's working with the Most High. She knows she got demons in her, that if she's not plugged into the Most High, she's going to be plugged into Satan. She's going to be coming against her husband. She's going to be doing things against her husband. She's going to try to manipulate him. She's going to try to get rid of him. She's going to try, because I saw a man, he built an estate, he bought homes and everything else. This was a Nigerian man. And his woman was trying to poison him so he could die, so she could have access to all the stuff that he had. But that's because she's not working with the Most High. Her heart is not softened. But you find that this church you find that this woman is a church-going woman. So the part where men get misguided or misled or duped is the part where you look at her like, man, she looks so good. Satan knows how to plug into the woman's femininity and display it to the man, and the man buys into it, and he gets burned out. He gets killed off. Because if you saw a demon in a room, you're going to scream as a man. You're going to run out. Or you're going to fight it to some extent. But if you saw a woman, a beautiful woman with nice shape, small waist, nice hips, nice hair, you're going to approach. Now, if that woman is plugged into a kingdom of darkness, she's not working with the Most High. She can bring you down. But that's the fastest lure that Satan has. The fastest code, because he's overriding her code, like the Matrix. He's rewriting her DNA so she's plugged into him. A woman's default nature is not a good woman. Just like a man's nature, men are greedy, men can do things, men can be violent, a man has to be plugged into the Most High. But a woman is more susceptible because she's hive-minded. And there's nothing but bad content out there to lure her into the darkness. So when a woman is purposely working with the Most High, working with Yah, working with God, that's the only time she can become a good woman. But a lot of women are anti that. You would not find that. It starts to make sense why you can have billions of people around the world, but finding a good woman is rare. A lot of women go say, I'm a good woman, but no, she just wants. That's why a lot of women just be out here trying to spend a man's money without caring about his character, his content, what type of man he is. So the point is that I'm not saying go find you a church girl, because even Beyonce got a song, Church Girl. Most church ladies is hoes. We know that. They're going to say, not me. No, I'm different. But you want to find a woman that's working with Yah. She really is on her own volition. Not trying to please you, because sometimes you in the word and she trying to please you, so she won't act like she's doing that, because most of them be doing that. They be pretending. So you want to find a woman that's working with Yah. So she's saying, I know I'm self-centered. I know I'm greedy. I know I want all these things, but help me be good. And then he going to bring that woman under you as a man, as you are working with Yah. And then you're going to do what the Most High put you on this planet for. Because a lot of people are misguided as to what their purpose is. Peace, love, and blessings.